Rated Frog is first. I figured you would be after I saw that message. Optimus Prime, good to see you. We've got a mod in here. Hello, happy life. I'm doing good. Rated Frog. Hi, Spencer Montgomery. Doing good. This week is flying, you guys. I'm telling you, Monday is the new hump day. Once it's past Monday, it is like the week is just rolling by. Like the fact that tomorrow is Thursday, crazy. Kaylin is here. Jesse, I'm doing good. Optimus Prime says, I was watching Spirit Riding Free. Nice. Hi, JR Phillips. Rated Frog waving to happy life. Spencer Montgomery. This month is flying. I know. I looked at the date today, Spencer, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's halfway through October. Dang. Hello, Rich. All right, so trivia question. Guess which party game I've never played. All right. So let's get these options in here. Okay, Jesse says it's rainy. Yeah, today was super dreary and super ugly, Jesse. Sounds like we're having similar weather. I have started wearing my winter coat. That is the temperature zone that we're at. Yeah. But it's been just, for the last couple of days, I'll say this, we have been very spoiled with the beautiful autumn weather, so I feel like we were due for some ugly days. Ooh, you guys, I went for a run yesterday, and it was gray, cold, windy, and rainy. It was so unpleasant. I had to like wrap my hair in a towel and dry it because it just like, oh, it was so gross. It just was the most unpleasant weather to run in. But, oh well. Big Haas, hello. Rich says Arsenal forgot one. Oh, nice. For the member emojis. Just a Dude is here. Hi, Just a Dude. David is here. Yeah, happy life. This year is flying. I vividly remember ringing in 2025. I was up north staying with my uncle who lives up there. And I remember walking around Duluth and just like playing cards. And the fact that we are coming up on the holiday season again, I'm like, dude, time. I don't know what's happening. It makes me sad. It makes me just, the only solution I can think of is like get up way earlier, cut back on sleep, even though that's burned me many times. Maybe fit in like a little nap, like an afternoon nap to make up for sleep. Cause it like haunts me. I'm like, how is time going this fast? Optimus Prime, can't believe some of us are fighting for crown number 1. Big Haas, Just a Dude, look how early I am tonight. Rated Frog, don't play any games with my brother. He's the most competitive person you'll ever meet. Nice. A Start is here. Hello, I'm doing good. Okay, Jesse is still in t-shirts. That is not me. I'm in sweaters. It's sweater weather. Arkansas is here. Minnesota is a cold weather state. Not all year round, though. We get very hot weather in the summer. The temperatures are almost Alaskan. Boo is here. Kaylin said I need a jacket here. Yep, in the morning. Yep, mornings are very cold here now. Laurentiu Leonardo is here. Darren Bloomer, Mr. Fulton Mraz, hello. Big news today. I have made it to the next round of NBC's The Voice of this season of this year. I will be on TV November 1st. Major applause. That's awesome. Congratulations. Thank you, MC. Red Sox Die Hard, 4 years away from 2030. I was thinking this the other day. Red Sox Die Hard. The fact that once it's 2026, we will be 6 years out from when the pandemic started. And I remember that clear as day, early 2020, Everything was shutting down. Everyone was panicking. It was just so bizarre, so weird, all the lockdowns. And the fact that that is gonna be 6 years ago, come, January, February, that is crazy, crazy, crazy fast. Hi, Edelson, respectfully. Jonathan Humbert. Omar Maxwell, Yabba Dabba Doo, checking in for duty. All right, I gotta get my poll question going. On the donkey. Spin the bottle. Truth or dare. Okay, which of these party games, did I put games or game? Guess which party game I've never played. That's your trivia question. David Nix, Leonardo DiCaprio, Goon Caprio, Kiara. Let's see, I missed a few comments. Jonathan, Sophia, thank you so much. Red Sox Die Hard 2020 was traumatizing for everyone. Yeah, that's the thing is, say what you want about 2025. Some people have had really good 2025s. Some people, it's not been as great. I feel like it's been a mixed bag for me, but knock on wood, 2020, there were like still, I feel like I made the most of it while I was in lockdown and, everything was chaotic. That just, nothing compares to 2020 in my life. No other year comes close to that one because it was just such a shock. It was so bizarre. It was so isolated. There was so much uncertainty. It's just like, everything got canceled. I was supposed to go to concerts that got canceled. I was supposed to run a marathon that got canceled. I'm trying to think of all the things I was supposed to do that year that just didn't happen. Yeah. So that year, I have not had as stressful of a year as that one since. So I will try to keep it all relative. Elbow Man, Tomcat, hello. How competitive were you and your family when it came to board games? I was extremely competitive. Do you have a number one board game? I'm not really big on board games. I prefer card games, like with a deck of cards. Yeah, I was not the best loser as a child. You can ask my family that. I did not like losing. I would like flip the board when I knew I had lost, like there was no hope. It was just like, yeah, no chill when it came to games. I think I'm naturally very competitive. It's mellowed out. I'm now 32, so it's like there's no point in being that competitive with a lot of things in life because it's like petty and kind of sad. If you're, I don't know, like for example, if you go to bar trivia, like at a local bar, and you're just obnoxiously a poor sport about not winning at bar trivia, like cringy. I think there's certain things that's good to be competitive about as you get older. Like you can be self-competitive, which is what I really enjoy. Like try to outdo yourself from last year, try to improve in this area, record a personal best in a run, whatever. But it's like the more like inconsequential things, I'm like, no, there's no point in being like obnoxiously and embarrassingly competitive as an adult. Hi, the Reaper 046. David Nix. Kiara is here. Hamato, good to see you. Victor Moran, good to see you as well. Isaiah Moses, 3 days left. Tomorrow is October 16, and my birthday is October 20th. Nice. Happy early birthday. We've got some October birthdays coming. Kanana is asking if I can beatbox. No. Jonathan, Victor Moran, Egg Shen went with Spin the Bottle. That's what most people are picking at this point. Coachman, 9 times out of 10. What up, fams? New subscriber from New Zealand. Nice. Thank you. Kevin, thank you, Key. I love this sweater as well. I've had it for 10 years. It's from H&M. David Nix. Wow, you worked 80 hours a week during COVID. Whew. What were you doing? What was your job? Alberto Blanco. Oh no. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. I lost more people in 2025 than I did in 2020. I mean, some people have had a very, very bad 2025. David Macron, just a dude. I don't like going out much. The pandemic was cool for me. My job didn't even cut my pay off. I know it was bad for some, but great for me. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, I'm an introvert. So the fact that things became much more like at home and remote, I didn't mind. At that point in my life, I wasn't going out a ton anyways. So it didn't feel like I was drastically missing out. But it did get to a point where I was like, okay, this is kind of sad because everyone's in their quarantine bubble, all these usual events, all these vacations that, I go on and people usually go on. Everything is just getting canceled left and right. School went remote. Let's see. El Rulo from Odessa, Texas. Hello. Kaylin said in 2020, I hated wearing the mask. There were definitely some mask struggles. So sometimes I wear glasses and I have yet to find a mask where I can wear it on my face and it doesn't fog up my glasses. Because like the air I'm breathing from my mask goes up and then it fogs my glasses and I can't see. So that was annoying. I remember I would take off my mask and there would be like indent lines on my face. Or it would be very itchy. Like it would dig into my skin and get very itchy. Yeah, it was not comfortable, Kaylin. Tip Top Health, Dylan Thomas of Boyle. Hello, you guys. William Barry is here. Rich, thank you for the member emojis. Let's see, Tomcat, are you familiar with the card game Rook? I've heard of it. I don't think I've played it though. All right. Andrew, NC, Spin the Bottle sounds like an 80s game. Okay. AD, good to see you. Marion, I'm doing good. I'm a Rummy 500 card game player. Nice. Ruby Calloway. Indashima, Kevin, well. It's been a while. How are you? Good to see you again. All right. Abdul. Optimus Prime, my birthday is next year, 2026. William Barry, Spin the Bottle. If Hannah did play it, she wouldn't tell anyone. J-Liner. Rich, I see you have a #1 crown. Shreese Brewster. Happy life, I'm feeling good. Still running. I'm a continuous runner. It's part of my life. It's part of my routine. But yeah, I'm happy with how the race went. I'll probably do it next year. It's still a long way off, but I love that TC 10-mile race. All right. NC says, this fall weather really setting in on the East Coast. Yep, that's like us here in the Midwest. Ruby guest Pin the Tail on the Donkey. Stephen Hamp. Dylan, yes, I am wearing pumpkin earrings. David says, happy Halloween. Do you have a family handed down holiday recipe? I don't think I do, Tomcat. Kaylin, yes, I did have fun at the race. I was very tired. I mean, the wake up is so early compared to what my normal wake up routine is. So I was literally running on not a ton of sleep, but I'm happy with how the race went. All right. Brandon Preacher Green, I'm eating veggie burgers. Optimus Prime was an online Zoomer. Gulam, Sharice Brewster. Thank you, NC. Kevin, COVID didn't affect me either. I'm an introvert too. Thank you, XXJ Tears. Thank you. Have a good evening as well. Richard Watkins is in Leeds. Hello, Richard. Joe Gunner Baker up the Arsenal. Money Matter says in 2020 I hated Taco Bell. And see, I don't know, things still feel different since COVID, like time is speeding up. I know, NC. This is like, I think this is like a whole, like, most people can agree, or a lot of people can agree, that our sense of time is not the same since 2020. Things felt like longer, just more, I don't know, like time just seemed to kind of roll along at a steady pace. Even like, I feel like 2018 and 2019, especially 2019, that was a really good year for me. It was just like really fun memories and just like great times with different people in my life. And then I think about like since 2020, it's felt so different. Davin White, Omar, Optimus Prime, Hair Metal, Spencer B, Ruby Calloway is a new subscriber. Thank you, Ruby. Just a Dude is an 80s kid. Hi, DJ David. I'm doing good. How about you? Joe Gunner Baker. I have a short that I posted to my YouTube channel. It was me reacting to Chelsea's last minute win over Liverpool. So it was great. I was very happy about it. Hello, Coffee. William Berry says, I smashed my face against a curb because of a COVID mask. No. Oh my God, I'm sorry to hear that. Stone Papa Smurf, hello. I saw The Long Walk last night. Oh, that's a Stephen King movie, I think, right? Saiku. Dylan Courier, are you going to the Boston Marathon? Not next year, no. Thank you, Mowgli. Well, I'm doing great. I love it when I can catch one of your lives. It's great to have you here whenever you're able to make it. Thank you for stopping by. I checked my channel, 23 subs for Optimus Prime. Saiku, I'm doing good. Egg Shen is asking, are you going up for Halloween? TBD on Halloween, like, day. I'm not sure. Crystal Welsh, The Deer Show. Anita says, why did the Scarecrow win an award? He was outstanding in his field. Good one. Inthu, William Berry, Birdie Morell, Michael Schultz, thank you so much. I hope you have a great night as well. Thank you. Yabba Dabba Doo, I've played all of those as a child, but preferred the adult versions, far more fun. I like a mix. Let's see. Dylan Courier, what's your perspective on the government shutdown that might go into effect in November? I don't have an opinion on it. Life still goes on. The Postal Service is going. The FAA is working. There are planes flying. Public health insurance is still working. Government offices are still operating. So it's like, yeah, it's a government shutdown, but the country is still carrying on for like pretty much everybody. Spencer B, from what I've heard, time always feels quicker as you get older due to experiencing more and living longer. Yes, I have read this, Spencer. That makes sense. But the thing is, it's like I have noticed that my sense of time dramatically shifted since COVID. Because, like, I remember just being in that weird, like, 2020, once the lockdowns were in place and everyone was like, stay away, stay 6 feet, social distancing, wear a mask, have your quarantine bubbles, and it just was like this like unending, like, it just felt like the weeks and months just kind of like blended together, and it was this weird haze of like, all right, I guess we're all just home now, and we can't go and do anything because things are canceled. And it just, I feel like during 2020, especially like the first half of 2020, I think like my sense of, it's like just, it was like day after day after day, and there, like, I didn't really think about time in terms of weeks or months anymore. It was just this like never ending stretch of days where I was wondering, okay, it's just another day that we're in lockdown, and I don't know when this is ending. This is just gonna go on for now. Person, yes, I completely agree with you. I feel like, yes, I feel like COVID caused time to go faster. Yep. Well, yep. The channel is at 11.1K subscribers. So exciting. Yeah, it's been a really wonderful growth here. Thank you, Danielle Khan. Lucky Men Josh, MMA fighter, talented man. Wow, that's quite the live stream experience. Big G Dog, Omar Maxwell, Adam, Jermaine Wilson, hello to all of you. Dylan Courier, the Black Phone 2 looks terrifying. I agree. I saw a trailer for that a couple days ago, and I thought it looked really scary. So I'm gonna have to watch the first one because I forgot what the premise is, and then I'll watch Black Phone 2. 2P0U, I'm doing good. Yabba Dabba Doo says, as an older person, I can confirm time does go faster, and I'm running out of time faster every day. I did hear a very refreshing speech by an older person, and it did make me laugh because she's a very vibrant 80-something-year-old public speaker, and she's very charismatic, and she's like, honestly, like, as time goes by, she's like, don't get me wrong, I love living, I love being here, I love everybody, but, you know, when it's my time to go, like, I'll be ready for it. Like, it's been a great life, and I'm getting old, and so she seemed very, like, content with getting older and knowing she doesn't have, you know, many decades left to live. All right. Finish the burgers. Day with me, birthday's tomorrow. Spencer B was an essential worker, so I guess I don't feel it as much since my life did not change. Yeah, honestly, like, I feel, actually, even though, I don't know, I can say this now because it's 5 years after the fact. I feel like being an essential worker would have kept things feeling more normal because the rest of us were cooped up inside, and like everything changed. It just went remote so quickly. So I feel like there would have been an upside to being an essential worker. But also too, I think about like the nurses, the doctors, the delivery drivers, the grocery store workers. I mean, yes, they could continue on with their work, but I also feel like that would have been really scary for them, hoping that they weren't going to get super sick. Tommy Brown, the 13th was my birthday. Happy belated birthday, Tommy. Glenn Boy. Dylan Courier says, yeah, I hope you gain more subscribers. Thank you. William Berry says, they say life is like a roll of tissue paper. Oh my gosh. Wait, I mean, that's kind of sad, but it makes perfect sense. It's like when it's a full roll, it's like it's gonna take you this long, and then as it gets used up, it's just going like shoo, like, oh, I don't like that, you guys. I feel like I have these periodic moments where I stop and think, okay, I'm this age, I'm happy with what I've done, but like, let's just kind of like, because I think it's easy to get on autopilot, especially when you work a 9-to-5 job. Your Monday through Friday is basically the same, at least from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. And then you've got your weekends, but it's like over and over and over. And I'm like, okay, just try to remember like big picture. What are the things what are like my big life goals? What things do I absolutely want to do in my life before I get to the end of it? And yeah, it's going fast. Let's see. Bush Doe is asking, what's the scariest thing that's happened in your life? I don't know. I'm trying to think of something like really scary. I can't think of anything off the top of my head. JR the Boss, good to see you. J Trax, Tomcat. What would you do more if you had all the time in the world? Oh my goodness. I think I would write more. And I would probably go on longer runs. I try to keep my runs like pretty short, especially during the work week, because it's like, you know, I work a full-time job and that eats up a lot of my time. So yeah, I would go on longer runs. I would take longer showers. I would read more books. I would do more just easy, fun leisure things like crossword puzzles and Sudoku puzzles. I mean, I would do more of the things that I only really have time for on the weekends, because I just currently in my schedule, it's so busy that my leisure activities are squished into maybe like the last few minutes before bed and, you know, shut off the lights, or like a lazy open Saturday. Regular chatter, hello. Tony, hello, lovely sweater. Are you going to surprise us with some Halloween bakery treats or cupcakes? You know, I have actually been pulling back on sweet treats. I've been like really not wanting to have a lot of sugary stuff lately, so not any sweet treats, but I'd like to hopefully get like one pumpkin recipe done before Halloween. Chick Chick Pop, Kirby, Coffee, Ray Duzon, thank you. CWL, my company worked every day during Rona. OR Maxwell, Mr. Jonathan, Ergo Video Oasis, Ray Duzon, Spencer. The round number hit me harder. When I hit 25, I was like, dang, I'm already halfway to 50. Yeah, I know. Yep. So I was thinking about how, like, I want to live to be older than 100. I want to make it past 100. And so I was thinking, okay, well, 32, which is my age now. I turned 32 a month ago. 32 is 1/3 of that. So I'm like, okay, I've made it like 1/3 of the way to 100. I know that there's still 2/3 left to go. But when you think about, you know, 32, 33 to 66, which is the second of the 3 parts, that's like middle age, and then 66, 67 to 100 is definitely like older age. So I was like, oh, like first third of the 100, which is the younger third, that's complete pretty much. Payne Santee, Damian Khan, good to see you. Lutfia, Andrew, William Barry, thinking about getting old hurts young people's quality of life. If you're young, try to avoid doing that. I mean, the thing is, I don't mind thinking about being older, and I want to live to an old age. And I also have always been a long-term thinker, and I like to plan ahead. And I like to think about where I want to be when I'm 50, 60, 70 plus. Because a lot of people, let me tell you, they don't plan ahead, and it's not pretty. Like, it's not a good life for them in their post-retirement years. So I'm looking to not be one of those people. So I don't think it's bad to think about being an older age and, you know, what things you will do. But it's also, it's like, it's starting to like sink in where I'm like, I won't be young forever. Like 32, 33, like the 30s. And then it's just, it's so weird. It's so weird when you actually stop and think about ages and decades. Ugh. Toby, it's the Hannah hour. Yes, hello. I wanted to show you guys. So I do have Cornelius here. I've got my decaf coffee in Mr. Cornelius. But also, I wanted to show you, I bought 2 of these. I have a very fun, spooky skeleton hand drinking glass. Isn't this fun? This was $5 at Target. Tomcat. Oh, Matthew, thank you so much. A marshmallow high for 100 joules. Thank you. Cute. Let me take notes. Whose comment? Oh, Tomcat. Yes, I do like fruitcake. I made fruitcake a year ago. All right. Geez, it's so crazy writing the date. 10/15/2025. Wild. Okay. Matthew Clark was a marshmallow high. Thank you so much. Yes, the sugary sweets I know, says Tony. Jay Liner, no, I'm not in New York, I'm in Minnesota. El Tigre, thank you so much. Thank you, RD 2025. Have you ever had pumpkin cupcakes with cream cheese on top? Yes, I have. Yabba dabba do, Hannah, I feel as I've gotten older, my time management has improved. Know what's important? Yes, yabba dabba do. I would say I've noticed that improvement myself between who I was, like from the time I was in my 20s to now. I have like a much better sense at 32 than at 22 and even into my upper 20s. I mean, now I'm like, there are still things where I'm like, yeah, I'd be willing to like try that, but I'm much firmer on things where I'm just like, I know I'm not gonna like this. My time is precious. I don't have a lot of free time because I work a full-time job. I do YouTube as a second job. I have to sleep at night, and I've also got chores and other responsibilities. So I don't have a ton of free time outside of all those things. So whatever makes it into my free time, it has to be worth it, because yeah, time is precious, it's limited, and I don't mind saying no. Like, if someone wants to make a fuss about it, that's fine, but I'm much more comfortable saying no to things in my 30s that I know in my gut, it's like, I have no interest in this, I do not want to go, there's no need for me to go, and there are 10 bajillion other things that I'd rather do with my time than do that thing. Mr. Jonathan, yes, I listen to rap music. Mansa Mujahideen. Yes, Mr. Jonathan. Spencer, exactly. You zoom out and the big picture doesn't feel as big. I know. It's like, oh my gosh, what? Dylan Courier, I'm trying to do yoga to add life and help the body and be healthy. Yes, yeah. I have heard like great things from senior people who do yoga. They're like, do it. Guber, Sierra, Abi Zane, hello. Ivan Lopez, I'm a fall at work at 55 and cash out. Okay. AJ Singh, Geber Selassie, doing good. Rich with the Cornelius member emojis, yay. William Barry says Hannah is going to look exactly the same for the next 30 years. I doubt that. That'd be pretty crazy. Spencer, exactly. It is a fine line. Plan ahead, but tomorrow isn't guaranteed. Exactly. I try to remind myself of that too. It's a very fine line where it's like every day that you get to live, be grateful for it, because not everyone gets to live as long as you are. So I try to think like, today, I'm lucky that I get today. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. And yeah, just like enjoy, try to be present too. That's something I've really, really been trying to be better at, is like, instead of just wishing the time away, if I'm, sitting and waiting and, or not enjoying something and just wanting it to be like the end of the day or 2 hours later, it's like, even with the boring things or the unpleasant things, I'm realizing like, man, it's very easy to just wish away your time and not be present. And I feel like I really want to be intentional and make it feel like time is not going as fast. You can't take the money to the grave. That's another good one too. Yes, Spencer B. I think it would be so sad to be like, very like, to manage your money well, save a bunch, like basically like grow your net worth, but not even use the money to enjoy anything in your life. Like, to like, unless you're planning to like give away your money to your kids or, donate to an organization. I actually like, if you haven't done either of those things, if you just passed away with tons and tons of money and it didn't go to anyone or anything and you didn't use it for trips and other stuff, I think that would be really, really sad. Yeah. Frog, hello. Pascal Jerome, good to see you. I'm well. How about you? Junior Caraway, Kaylin Crew. Yes, I love Target as well. Ivan Lopez, thank you. Dylan says, I'm going to look for it at Target. Yeah, if you type in like spooky Halloween glass, you should be able to find these, unless they sold out. Thank you, RD 2025. R says, sorry for the Vikings loss this Sunday. I don't think we didn't have a game this weekend, actually. It was a bye week. So, next weekend. John Galt. I'm liking the skeleton glass. Thank you. Junior Caraway, Spencer B. Life feels like it would be so much easier if we didn't have to sleep so much. Spencer, I cannot tell you how many times I have thought and even wished that I could sleep fewer hours and be healthy. Unfortunately, not unfortunately, because I actually really like sleeping, but I feel at my very best when I get 8 to 10 hours of sleep, and I have repeatedly burned myself where I got 6 hours of sleep or less for a few days during the week, and then I eventually got sick. So I've learned that as I've gotten older, I cannot skimp out on sleep. Otherwise, I will pay the price for it with my health, and also my work performance declines when I get bad sleep or just less sleep than I need. But man, I have to say, I do envy the people who can operate on 3 or 4 hours of sleep and be fine. Like, just, that's a full night of sleep for them. I'm like, man, how many waking hours you would get back in your life if you only had to sleep 3 or 4. I saw this post on Gordon Ramsay's Instagram. He sleeps like 3 hours a night, at least during the week. I think he recovers his sleep over the weekends, but yeah. He's said in multiple outlets that he gets 3 hours of sleep a night and it's a brutal schedule. But he made this post on Instagram where he's like, he did the math where he's like, if you sleep 3 hours instead of the usual 8, that gives you 5 hours back, which amounts to he did and it's like this X number of like months or years back in your life. And I was like, that's a good point, but I would be miserable on that little sleep. Like my waking hours would be such poor quality because I would just be struggling to keep my eyes open, that I've tried to make that trade and it wasn't worth it for me. Let's see, Rich with the Catalina, Daryl, and Seth Rollins emojis. Tony, teddy bear in the back. It's actually a squirrel with the pumpkin, yes. Dylan Courier, Vikings did not play this past weekend. It was a bye week. Gilbert Goulbert the squirrel, yes. Raiders X, I'm doing good. How are you doing, Raiders X? Lisa, yep. Over the hump, yep. Over the hump we go. I've said it before, I'll say it again. Monday feels like the new hump day because Tuesday through Friday go by in the blink of an eye. Lately, it's felt that way. Mr. Jonathan, nope. Lisa with all the member emojis. Dominique Ridley, hello, and Tofu Fam. Ivan Lopez, yes, I do like the Arctic Monkeys. Daniel Urich, hello. How are you doing, Danielle? Happy Wednesday. Matthew Clark, Tony, anytime. Mark Choate is here. Ronnie Belloir. A. Marie, thank you so much. Great to have you back here in the chat, A. Marie. Oh, cute, Tony. It looks like, okay, you posted photos of you and your cat in probably the community. Nice. Thank you, Mark Choate, Mr. Juanin, Ali Kalkbrenner, hello. The guy who I like, who likes me back, walked me to my car tonight. Ooh, Ali, this is an exciting development. I'm happy for you. William Berry says, Tony cats are cool. UOENO, hello. Yabba says, oh no, I don't have any hump days. Crofting is a 24/7 job. Totally understandable. Is it Eamon? I live in Ireland. My fiance is in the States for a year with work. I stay up so late to get on the phone with her during the week. Then I crash for 12 hours on a Saturday. That sounds like the way Gordon Ramsay does it. He's got some pretty just brutal short nights of sleep during the week where he's up super late. Like, although I think he said in an article he stays up until like 2 a.m. and then gets up at 5 because he gets up and works out right away in the morning, but then catches up on his sleep over the weekend. Dang. Saman, Jonathan, Mr. Jonathan, I do like pumpkin spice. Spencer says, yeah, I could do 3 or 4 hours when I was younger. Oh, yes. Honestly, Spencer B, I got so little sleep in high school because I was very intense about my classes, my grades. I had a bunch of activities that I had to do. And I did not, there was no way I could do all of my coursework and all of my sports and extracurriculars and get a full night of sleep. It just was impossible. So I ended up staying, like, I would be regularly up until 2 a.m., 3 a.m., and then I would have to get up at like 7 something in order to make it to school the next day. So I look back on what my body was able to withstand when I was a teenager. I was not as extreme in college, but still, I mean, I could stay up late and get up early and I like wouldn't feel anything. And man, let me tell you, my body cannot withstand that anymore without getting sick. So I wish I could have that kind of resilience like I did in high school, like from the age of 14 all the way to probably like 24, 25, where it's like, I mean, I could have multiple really short nights of sleep and just, I wouldn't have to take a nap. I think my body would just absorb it and then just keep going. Whereas now, if I am running a deficit on sleep during the week, like if I get 6 hours one night and then I get like 4 or 5 the other night, I need to make up that sleep with a nap or an extra long like sleep in over the weekend. Otherwise, I will pay for that by feeling ill. Spencer B, I've got to run now. First stream I've made in a while, but I'm glad I did. Hope everyone has a great rest of the evening. You too, Spencer. Thank you, Spencer. So great chatting with you. I appreciate the deep thoughts and yeah, I was gonna say deep thoughts and conversation. Glad you could make it, Spencer. Ivan Lopez. Everybody, hope you and your family become wealthy. Follow the baby steps and invest. 1, 2, 3. Bye, Freckles. Bye, Ivan Lopez. I love Dave Ramsey, so I recognize the baby steps. Allie Kalkbrenner, I'm doing good. How are you doing? It's felt like pretty, I think lately, things are winding down on my social calendar. There was a time where it felt like weekend after weekend after weekend, there was no time for me to really like catch up on sleep I had lost over the week, or just I'm really thinking about, I think I need to take one day of the week and treat it like the Sabbath day where you do not work. Like you just take one entire day out of your week and you can only do like leisure, relaxing, like there's no like computer work, there's no, I mean, I think of like some things that like I would be okay doing are like reading a book just for enjoyment, going for a walk, like yeah, sure that's exercise, but I feel like my type of Sabbath would be disconnect from screens, no YouTube work, no editing, yeah, nothing on computers. I think that actually would be a huge like rest day for me, is if in the only screen I would want to be on is like my TV watching something on my couch. So that's something I'm thinking about doing in 2026. Because I feel like looking back on this year, 2025 has been great, but I definitely think I have a tendency to like overdo it and really just like go hard, like go. But it can become like burnout level where I'm just like, ugh, I'm so tired. And I feel like I need to balance the scales a little bit better. So that's something I'm considering for 2026. Let's see. Ivan, Allie, Mr. Jonathan, Dylan Courier. How do you get your hair so shiny? I mean, I don't know. I just styled it, so that helps. But I use like just a hair styling cream. Kenneth Norvell is here. Let's see. Tone Champ, Danielle, Luca, Matthew Clark, take care, Spencer. Yes. Yeah, Spencer was awesome. RSA5, good to see you. Thank you, Mr. Juanin 11. Junior Caraway, I worked 16 hours a day. Only got 3 hours of sleep per night. Like to have killed in one passed out night. It's like to have killed in one. I passed out under the wheel of a car. Oh, like you're saying what it felt like. 16-hour days. Oh, no, thank you. That would be, I don't know how long I would last if I had a schedule like that. Let's see, Aliyu, Laura My Tunes, good to see you. Rich with all of the member emojis. Thank you, Jorge. Dylan Courier. Hey, Hannah, are you going to do Money Live? Money Live. I would love to learn more about money from you. Interesting. Are you going to do Money Live? So I don't think I've ever done financial content except for doing my taxes earlier this year. I don't know, maybe. There's certain stuff I like to keep private, and I don't know how much, some people on YouTube and social media, they share like everything. They pull up their accounts and show like balances, income, investment stuff. I don't know. I'll think about it. Hi, Junk Mail, Jeremy G. William Barry, my super smart nephew, listens to Dave Ramsey. Nice. I love Dave Ramsey. I don't agree with everything he teaches, but the man has been in the game forever, for decades. I believe he just turned 65 last month. And man, I love him. Such a fan. Hi, George. Luke says, what a season for NFL, am I right? I don't know what's going on right now. Yeah, I mean, I think it's been an interesting season in the NFL. There's some disappointing developments. I'm bummed about Joe Burrow. He's been out. He might be out for the whole season. I think he has like a toe injury, like he broke a toe. Lamar Jackson on the Ravens was out for a bit. I don't know when he's coming back or if he already did. I've been rooting for the Bills and the Lions, but both of them had unfortunate losses this past week. Or I guess, it was over the weekend, I guess. But yeah, the Lions lost to the Chiefs and the Bills lost to, who did they lose to? I'm blanking. Was it the Cowboys? I don't think it was the Cowboys. But those are my two teams that I'm rooting for, and they're still doing fine, but I was sad that they both lost this past week. Cabin 7, yes, Jeremy G. All yours, beautiful face. Thank you so much. Junior Caraway, while it lasted, I made $2,000 a week. Yeah, I mean, if you're working that many hours, you're gonna be making crazy money, but at a price, which is obviously like your health, because that is so much work. Luke, Burrow not with the Bengals equals losses. Yes. Yeah, very painful. Yabba Dabba Doo says, as a musician, my social demands are increasing, but I so enjoy my me time with the animals. Yeah, I mean, I think that's a great balance. I love social time. I love being out, being with people. It's like I feel like, because I work hybrid, and honestly, I like the convenience of working from home and not having to do the commute, not having to pack a lunch, not having to pack a bag or any of that, sit in traffic. But I will say this, there are times where it's just I'll sit at home all day and it's like, yeah, it was nice to not have to, I got to skip my commute and it was cozy, but it's kind of like, I don't know, like those days can also just kind of be dreary, and there's like, you're not interacting with coworkers in person, and you're doing your work virtually, like you're just typing emails, you're on video calls. So I think I'm becoming more of a, like, there needs to be balance between like social, get out, be with people, do activities, but also make sure you've got time. Like, as an introvert, I definitely need my recharging time, because if I just go like from Friday night all the way through Sunday and then start my 9 to 5 again right away on Monday, I'm like miserable. I need because like, think of it this way. I was saying this not too long ago. Think to my mom. It's like, when you work a 9 to 5 job, when you're a full-time employee, you are giving away, you're giving away 40 hours of your life, Monday through Friday. You are giving away Monday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Same thing on Tuesday, same thing on Wednesday. Like most of us don't have a choice. We have to work. That's me. And it's like, okay, I have to work and give away my time, for a company for 40 hours during the week. So it's like, well, yeah, of course, that means like I need some time to myself. I need to carve out part of my weekend for sure, just to be able to like recharge and enjoy my own time, because not all of us get to own all of our time. Most of us have to give our time away to an employer in order to pay the bills. Matthew Clark says, if I could get away with putting sriracha sauce on everything savory, I think I would. I'm similar to you. I have 2 bottles of sriracha currently in my fridge. And see, okay, it was Atlanta that beat the Bills. Dang Falcons. Jimmy, hello. Dope Cup, thank you. Isn't this so fun? $5 at Target, guys. Dylan says, who do you think will be playing in the Super Bowl? I'm looking forward to the halftime show. I don't know. I'm hoping that it could be the Bills, the Lions, maybe the Washington Commanders. I feel like the Falcons look decent this year. I also like the Baltimore Ravens because I like Lamar Jackson, but I don't know what the health status is with him. I'm concerned. Junior Caraway is retired. Lex 7OT8. Matthew Clark, yabba dabba doo. Do your animals like to listen to music? Cute. Sarah Hod, Ray Reyes. Okay, Ghost, Jimmy. I do miss being in the office sometimes and getting to know my coworkers. I know, right? Like, it's so funny because there are things about like the commute and like being at a desk all day that I remember when things went fully remote. So I went from being in an office full time to being fully remote, and I was like, yeah, oh my God, amazing. I don't have to do any of it. Like, I just don't have to deal with the commute. I don't have to get up as early because I can sleep in later because I don't have that commute to worry about, and I don't have to worry about like putting together an outfit. I think as I'm getting older, and as we were discussing earlier on this live stream, the fact that time is feeling like it's going faster, it's just, I feel like one of the major shifts that happened starting in 2020 was a lot of stuff became available from home, remotely. Don't have to go in for anything. I can just stay home. And I actually feel like getting out of your house, getting fully dressed and like ready to be presentable in society and interacting with people, even if it's just like a trip to the post office, a trip to the grocery store, a trip to, I don't know, some in-person place. I really think those interactions and being out in the world, that can like stretch out a day. Because I can think of times that I have commuted home after work and I was like, dang, that was a really long day. So I'm starting to think like maybe my perception of time has felt like way faster because I've been way, way, way more remote since 2020. Like, it was such a dramatic shift. William Barry Yaba, I'm not a musician, but I have noticed that musicians' brains stay sharp. Yes, that is so true. Music is so good for the brain. My piano teacher, I took lessons from her all the way through the end of high school, and she still plays, and I think she just turned 90. Yeah, like, music is so great. So great for the brain. Sydney Chandler says, I agree. MZR says it's getting chilly. Yes. Jamil Ali. Jimmy says we should all quit. Yeah. That wouldn't work. Luke, also as an introvert, I need my social time. It's only when I get home that I need like 2 to 3 hours alone to wind down, fall asleep. Yep. I need a vegan bowl of spaghetti, says MZR. Moonflesh. Let's see. MZR. I should try sriracha with tofurkey. Junior Caraway says, I worked 23 years in the same job. Wow. Sarah Hod, thank you Franz Vega. Coconuts is here. David Cortez. Luke says, honestly, I don't have a problem with Bad Bunny doing the halftime show, but also how many Americans know Spanish? I'm from South Texas, so a lot of people know it down here. Yeah, I was very surprised. I know of Bad Bunny, but I actually don't know if I know any of his songs. Because I know some Spanish, but I don't listen to Spanish music. One Up Top. Let's see. I literally went through that last year and I missed work in the office so much I begged to be back in the office. Interesting. Yeah. Okay. One Up Top. It's funny because I am a stubborn person, but I also try to be like honest with myself and realize like I'm willing to change my opinion. So, oh, Dominique sent to Sunday. Thank you, Dominique. Let me write that down. But what I was saying is I'm willing to change my mind on things even if like I feel very strongly about something today. I'm willing to change my mind with enough like consideration and new info and whatever. So, oh, you know what? Dominique, can you leave a comment? Because I need people's username handles because I like to do shout outs on here on my channel. Let's see. But what I was saying is it's funny because, man, I loved being fully remote, like back during COVID, but now that I'm hybrid, I find that like even the commute, I find really energizing, just like being on the road with other people, seeing other people. It's like you're like being part of the world. It's like you emerged from your home with an outfit and you brushed your teeth, you washed your face, you tidied your hair, like you are presentable to leave your home and you are like spending your time outside of your home like productively at a job. So yeah, I find myself like my mind is changing about working in person. I was so anti working in person once things went fully remote, but yeah, I'm noticing the benefits of it compared to being like, I think it's healthy as well to get out and not just be spending Monday through Friday working at home on a screen. Let's see. Dylan Courier. Where am I here? The Unknown Goat. Okay, I'm getting caught up. Happy Life, are you going to share that drink with us? You mean this one? It's just water. Unless you meant the decaf coffee in Cornelius. Yabba Dabba Doo says, Clark, yes, my animals do listen to my music. Oh. Wilson Quiroz, DM, Dylan Courier, I don't know Spanish, but I still enjoy the music. NC says, I don't think I could work remotely. Too much of a people person. Yes, NC, I was talking to a couple of friends about hybrid, fully remote, fully in person. And one of my friends is she's like a mental health, I think she's a therapist or like a mental health like worker. And she's like, I could not work remotely. And it's funny, like it's interesting to think about the people in my life who work jobs where they just cannot do it remotely. They have to, like they've been in person this whole time. Jujube. Yes, time to bring out the tea in this cold weather. I did have tea earlier today. Matthew Clark, yabba dabba, LOL, could be the feed bucket. I'm the same way, so I get it. Ooh, poll question. Yes, I have to close the poll. You guys did good. Eamon thought that was Chardonnay for a second. So glad it's water. Oh yeah, no. This is water. I really don't drink alcohol anymore. But this is like a spooky skeleton hand glass. Amen has to be Pin the Dale. Luke, oh my gosh, Luke, thank you so much for joining. Amazing. Okay, I want to shout that out as well. So glad you're part of the Health Huddle. You're part of the channel memberships. Go and check out all the members only content. Very fun. All right. Dylan Courier, I want an allowances program for everyone starting at 300. Scientists are saying we'll lose, oh wow, 75% of jobs to AI. Yeah, AI is coming for a lot of jobs. Luke, yes, there we go. I see you using the cherry emojis for members. Thank you. Serhad, hello. Luke is a new member. Raynard Wheeler, yes. Yabba dabba do. People with dementia, etc., so respond to music from their youth. Yes. I have seen some very moving videos of, oof, it's very sad, but yeah, like dementia or, you know, older people who have some kind of cognitive impairment, they're like the music, you can tell it unlocks memories for them. NC says that won't be there in 10 years. What were you talking about? I can't tell. Guess which party game I've never played. Okay, this one was pretty easy. I have not played Spin the Bottle, but I have played Bobbing for Apples, Truth or Dare, and Pin the Tail on the Donkey. L Pumpkin just got a new kitten, cute. M.A. White is here. Happy Life says welcome to Luke for being a new member. Shoot, there was someone who gave a gift, and where was it? It wasn't Spencer. It was, where is it? Oh, Dominique. And I don't know. I'm determined to find Dominique's handle. Because when someone gives a gift, it doesn't allow you to click on their username. So, shoot, I wish I could shout them out. M.A. White just subscribed. Thank you for the gift, M.A. White. I so appreciate it. Cute, clapping hands. Love it. Marshmallow. It looks like a marshmallow high for 100 jewels. Very cute. Kiefer or Kiefer70 said hi. Luke is using all of the member emojis. I love it. Nikos Pantelli said hi. NC says W. Luke. Shaika. Hello, Shaika. Welcome back. Rich says Dominique. Yeah. But, oh, did you link her channel? No. Yeah, when you search Dominique, you're going to get like 1 million people on YouTube because there's so many users named Dominique. So, yeah, I don't know which channel that one is. Yeah, Dominique, but I don't know, like, can someone give me the handle of like the actual channel? Because Dominique itself won't work. Shaika, Dylan Courier, Luke. I forgot what I voted for SMH. I think it was Spin the Bottle. Well, if it was, you got it wrong. Dylan Courier, I got the poll wrong. Okay, let me think about another trivia question for you guys. James, good to see you. How are you? I'm blessed. I am only 3 steps away from 300. Hey, very nice. I got 14 in the last 32 hours. That's so cool. I can think of when I would be like checking my YouTube channel daily, and it's like if it ticked up by like 1 or 2, I was so pumped. So yeah, 14 is incredible, and you're only 3 subs away from 300. Keep going, James. Thanks, awesome. I'm thankful. Okay, that's good. I try to be thankful too, even like days where I'm like really impatient, and I just try to remember like there's lots to be grateful for. Matthew Clark, do you have a favorite car? I do. It's actually one of the member emojis. Yes, Rich, you beat me to it. I was just about to respond to Matthew. Yep. Here it is. Ah, come on. Let me type. Amen. I've been getting the polls wrong. What are the OG earrings Hannah wears? Yep, Lisa got it too. It's not a Jeep. No, it's a Ford Bronco Sport. I love these cars. They're so cute. Oh, okay, this gave me an idea. Like family cars, because we had different models of cars. Like I could do a trivia question about cars. Blue Ford Bronco. Yep, exactly. We got POW. Okay, Jungle Thriving. The new Bronco is nice. I always confuse it for a Jeep. Yes, I think that's why I really like the Ford Bronco Sport. I like the look of Jeeps. But yeah, the Bronco is so cute. Sedan, Volvo, Shaika, what is the next earring Hannah will wear? Matthew Clark, what do you think about the huge old school Broncos? They are so tough, so awesome. Let's Google this. Old school Ford Bronco. Oops. See, those look like Jeeps to me. I think those are cute, but I think at that point I would probably just get a Jeep. I don't know. I mean, they're cool. I don't know if I would buy it though. Oh. M.A. White. I wanted to write you down as a shout out. James, Hannah will wear the Christmas earrings. Yes, I will return to the Christmas earrings. I've got these ones on for the month of October. Dylan Courier, Honda for me. We play spin the whiskey bottle game over when it's empty. OJ Simpson didn't like the old Bronco. I'm savage. Nice. William Barry says too much electronics on new cars. Reaper is here with a gift. Thank you. Cheers, Reaper. Thank you so much. Reaper gift. One up top, the month of October is the best month. It's my second favorite month after September. I love September because one, it's my birthday month, and two, it's like the beginning of fall, and three, I always loved the back to school feeling when I was in K through 12, undergrad, grad school. There's just like, I feel like there's such excitement heading into a new school year. So for all those reasons, September is my favorite, but October is like by a hair my second favorite. Yes, I have been officially 44 for 3 days. Happy belated birthday, James. How does it feel to be 44? That one silly girl is here. Amen. Yes, new poll. Okay, so which of these was not one of my family's, or I should say like which, like I always struggle to frame some of these questions. Which of these cars, did my family not drive? I feel like there's a shorter way to say this. Which of these cars did my family not have or not drive when I was a kid? We'll just go with that. Okay, I gotta think of all the cars. This is a fun one, actually, thinking through all the cars that my family had. Okay, there you go. So The poll question is, which of these cars did my family not drive when I was growing up, when I was a kid? So 3 of them, there were like 3 of these cars we did have, but there's 1 of them that we did not. Like brand of cars. James, Nico Warp Drive. Shaika, we hate school. What? James, October is my first favorite. Thanks. That one silly girl had rehearsal for Beetlejuice Jr. That's cool. Your favorite Halloween, says Dylan Courier. I feel young in the mind, not always in the body. Yep, this is what I hear over and over and over again from people who are getting older. It's like, yeah, I feel inside, I still feel like I'm in my 20s, I'm in my 30s, and obviously, like, you know, the body ages, that's part of life. I like that you like so much about so much. Thanks. Thank you so much, Matthew. I really do love talking about a whole range of topics on here. Keeps the conversations fresh. Gotta write you down as well. Can't forget. So much going on in this live stream tonight. Also, guys, you'll be pleased to know I'm gonna be back in my kitchen on Friday because I am gonna be baking my usual lasagna. I've been thinking it'd be fun to have like lasagna night as a monthly thing because I love that recipe so much. It lasts for a solid week. It makes so much lasagna and I've been craving it too. And I figured, you know, I've been on my couch for so many of these live streams that I will get back to my kitchen. I've been ordering all of the ingredients I need for that lasagna recipe. So I'm like, all right, I'll be back in my kitchen on Friday. So stay tuned for that. Shaika, my country football team, Qatar. Nice. Qualified for the World Cup next year. Martello Modifies. Hello. Good to see you. James, sometimes I see young people in their 20s and they look like my friends from the past and then I realize my friends are the same age as me. Oh. Honestly, I've thought this, like, getting older is kind of a trip. It's very trippy because I was explaining this to my sister, I think, where it's like the way I look now, I mean, yes, I look older than I did when I was in grade school, in college, but it's like I still look like young me. Like there isn't like a massive change in my appearance. I'm talking about, like, when I mean massive change, it's like when you get to age 60, 70, 80, and it's like your hair is a different color, you have like way more wrinkles, you have sunspots, you know, your eyebrows and, you know, parts start turning gray, your vision can change. And so it's like, that's the type of thing I'm talking about, where I think it'd be so, like, I think about just the people I know in my life who are senior, like past 65, and, you know, they, like, I think it'd be so crazy to get to a point where I am accustomed to seeing myself